Jay Happ, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. Over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Batting second, the shortstop.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Red Sox.
One last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
Upon video review, the call of out at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he swings and hits a laser to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Batting fourth.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there, hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan, and studying the opposing pitcher.
So digging in now, Lourdes Gurriel. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game. You'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one.
Oh, and 2. Here it is. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Lance Lynn is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
DJ.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. He had 20 ribbies last month. That's RBIs. That's ribeye steaks. However you want to put it, he drove in 20 men. When you're doing that over the course of a month, that's some pretty consistent hitting.
Lynn steps into his windup. Here he comes 0-1. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. Got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
They'll come into play at 317. 22 home runs and 60 runs batted in. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 23 for him thus far, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Batting fourth, the left
Giancarlo
fielder,
Stanton now.
Giancarlo.
As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Ground ball foul down the left side. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And this catches the outside corner, strike one. Stanton, the runner at first with 2 gone. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. To third. Devers fields it cleanly, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Next up for the Red Sox, Michael Chavis. He's looking to run his hitting streak to an even 10 games.
Michael Chavis.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Chavis absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of, there's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one without a doubt is gone. A solo shot here to left. 19th home run.
Certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Batting 7th, the center fielder, number 9.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. The average coming in at 266. 7 homers and 28 RBIs. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter, Bobby Dahlbeck.
Now the Red Sox DH, Bobby Dahlbeck. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. In past meetings with Jay Happ, he's a .333 hitter. He also has one home run. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke the old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
Into the box now, Kevin Pillar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. Fouled off. Line towards center field. Gardner is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Red Sox tie things up on the solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. All even now. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And he fouls this one off. Set to deal on 2-2. Hit hard to short. And that's through for a hit. Around first, digging for two.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Luke Voigt is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Hey, two pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a two-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Luke Voigt is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Gardner.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. And it's fouled away. Maybe lucky to get a piece there. It stays 0-2. Nothing in two count and the pitch. The next 0-2 misses and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch in the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Gardner is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
From the belt, the pitch. Comes set, the 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. The ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally, he'd be closer to 27 instead.
And he nails him at third. Great throw. Down in order go the Yankees. Through 2, we're tied 1. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. To short. He's got it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
J.D. Martinez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, J.D. Martinez. He reached on a single in his first try. 1-0 the count. Here it comes. Up top, it's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
The next 3-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given up more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing. And we're only in the 3rd inning.
So now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He swings and grounds it to short. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Now the 2-0. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. On 2 hits in the inning for Boston. Bottom of the 3rd now, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Aaron Hicks. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Therefore, it is Martinez, and that's the first down. And with one gone, time for a check of the standings to see where the Red Sox place in the American League East. Digging in for his second at-bat, DJ LeMahieu. Takes this the other way to right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The batter, the shortstop, Nicky.
Standing in, Nicky Lopez. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Popped him up. Devers has got it, and that wraps up the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 2-1. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the outfielder, Alex Verdugo.
Number 99.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
The batter, the designated hitter, Bobby Dalbec.
Stepping in now, Bobby Dalbec, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Three balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox. Jonathan Lucroy will be next. The 3-2 pitch. That misses. So a single and a walk. And it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Lucroy. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. The pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
LeMahieu for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Kevin Pillar.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up a man who's a human highlight reel defensively, Kevin Pillar. Here's the first pitch to him.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Here comes the 1-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Outside, 3-0 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-0.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Full count, 3-2. This pitch is popped up. Voit has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in, Xander Bogaerts. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit weakly back to the mound. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And standing in is the DH, Torres.
The designated
in there at the knees, strike one.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch, strike 2.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Left fielder.
Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He singled his last time up. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes. The count is Stanton.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
No offer from Stanton. It's ball 4, so he'll head down to first. Settling in now, Gio Urshela. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Urshela stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. One run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And that misses. 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Count even at 2-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Yanks held in check. Our score remains 2-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Stanton. A jump, but he can't get it. It falls in and bounces over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. High and deep to right center. Gardner on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Here's the first pitch to him. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The first baseman.
So here's Michael Chavis now, runner in scoring position with Cigar. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
This is flared out towards second. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
In now, Bobby Dahlbeck. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw over to LeMahieu. Settles for just the one. Last half of the fifth coming up. Boston's out in front, 3-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. One example he brought is the number of at-bats that have gotten to a full count today. That number being 0. He said that stat alone shows that they're making it way too easy on the opposing pitching to get easy outs. So he's hoping to see a little more fight out of his hitters the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Heidi. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Right to him. And the throw to first is in time, one gone. Stepping into the box, Luke Voigt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Seared down the first baseline. Lynn's ready. Here it is on 0-1. And he takes strike 2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Adam Ottavino is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Adam Ottavino.
At the plate, Jonathan Lucroy. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
The catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
From the stretch.
1-1. 1-1, no strike.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here it comes. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Here it comes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Kevin Pillar. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-0 count. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Two and one, the count to Pilar. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The 2-1 home. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
At the plate, Xander Bogaerts. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. In his career, Bogaerts comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. On a rope to the second baseman. And the runner gets back. No double play.
Now batter, third baseman.
Here now is Rafael Devers. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. We're in the sixth inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Comes set. Now the pitch. Slow grounder to first. Scooped up. And Boyd will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. One hit, one left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. The Red Sox are out in front. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. Set to start it out for the Yanks here in the sixth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
2-0 now. Two balls and a strike.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball middle of the zone.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Left side. Devers gloves it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes. And he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Check swing grounder to the right side. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Stepping up now, Nicky Lopez. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
And they will get... No, he's in there. A very close play at first.
The designated hitter.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Line drive to left. Martinez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees. Score hold. Chad Green is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57.
All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, J.D. Martinez. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
Michael
Chavis will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. The 1-0. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. 1-2 now.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
Full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and that brings up the outfielder, Alex Verdugo. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Behind 0-2 now. First and second now, one man out. And he'll step out for a moment to reassess things here on an 0-2 count. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bobby Dahlbeck. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Mitch Moreland will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Lucroy. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Andrew Benintendi will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning.
Benintendi.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
The set and the 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. 2 runs have scored. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no. Andrew Benintendi will remain in the game in the 8th spot and take over at catcher. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Christian Vasquez is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses, ball 1.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Benintendi's got it, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 29.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. 7th inning here and a 5-1. One ball game. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. A bouncer up the middle. Gloved by Bogaerts. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
So striding in, Gary Sanchez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down here. Tommy Canely has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 48.
Digging in and looking for more, Kevin Pillar. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The 0-1 pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Hit sharply on the ground. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want. To be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And there he goes towards second. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Up next for the Red Sox,
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, man. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base. And bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Matt Barnes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
At the plate now, Brett Gardner. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Working quickly now as the splitter's in there, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point.
Hey.
1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1. And it's 1-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. Popped him up. Chavis moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 5-1. Jonathan. Holder enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Jonathan Holder.
All set to start the ninth in this one, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And there's ball one. Hot shot toward third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Number 23, Michael.
Striding in for Boston, Michael Chavis. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch on its way. Ground ball right side. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The center fielder, number 99.
In now, Alex Verdugo. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. 2 out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
High in the air out to center field. Gardner is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. To the bottom of the... Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
DJ
Austin Bryce, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 31, Austin Bryce.
Here's the first pitch to him. Bryce typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty B, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Nicky Lopez.
At the plate, Nicky Lopez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now
well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Torres. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Last chance for the Yankees. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And it's fouled away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did.
Next thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance of getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The Bo Sox led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Lance Lynn earns his 8th victory of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 5 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left